Okay, gentlemen, we already went through the rules in the dressing room. Only good clean bow. His fronts are right where they are. Keep your punches up above here. Same thing, keep your punches up above him. Touch him up, come out at the bell, may the best man win.
The amazing boy, Kenshiro Teraji, 27 years old, a record of 16-0 with 9 knockouts. Tim, he's been impressive since winning a world title in only 10 pro fights.
I like him a lot. He's a technician. He has a good jab, great fundamentals, and he's a body snatcher. He lands 7.6 body shots around.
Across from the amazing boy, Teraji, in the ring tonight, Randy Razor Petalcorin out of General Santos, the Philippines, a southpaw out of the Philippines. You know all about that, Tim. These guys are a little lighter of a weight class, though. Petalcorin in the black and gold trunks, and Teraji in the digi camo, if you will.
Nice.
You can see both of these guys just up and down, trying to get in their rhythm. You can see the southpaw stance of Petalcorin. Teraji has fought 3 southpaws in his last 5 fights, and although he was preparing for a world title unification fight against IBF champion Felix Alvarado, who happened to pull out with a lung injury 4 weeks ago, he was prepared for the southpaw. It's his 2nd southpaw in a row.
Second southpaw in a row, but, you know, Petalcorin had 4 weeks to get ready for this fight. Kenshiro Teraji had to make some adjustments in his camp. He had 4 weeks to get ready for this southpaw. You know, his championship pedigree should allow him to be able to figure things out in there.
To the body with the left hand goes Petalcorin, and Teraji shooting that jab out of the orthodox stance. This is the 7th title defense for Kenshiro Teraji.
I like that, what Teraji did just a minute ago. He shot the jab from underneath. He found a little gap, a little space between the guard of Petalcorin, and was able to sneak a nice little jab underneath his guard.
Petalcorin getting his 2nd shot now at a world title. In fact, in his first shot at a world title back in October of 2018, he lost to the IBF champion Felix Alvarado, who was originally slated to be Teraji's opponent tonight.
Yeah, Petalcorin, he's a road warrior, Christina. I mean, he's fought twice in China, 4 times in Australia, and this is his first time fighting here in Japan. You know, so he has a lot of experience in traveling, fighting against guys in their hometown.
Petalcorin popping that jab, misses with the right hand and extends that left out of the southpaw stance. Lands it to the body a few times here in the first round. Not a lot of offense from Kenshiro here in round 1, Tim. Kind of just getting the feel of things.
You got to get the feel of things.
Yep.
You know, get the distance down with the southpaw, get the feet in position, and also land his jab, Christina.
Yeah.
Got to get his jab working.
Yep, it's been all jabbing for Petalcorin here in round 1. This is really a special night in Yokohama, Japan, this card they put together at the end of the year, and we really have a stacked card for you. As we mentioned, 3 world title fights. As we look here in the corner of Kenshiro Teraji, and we talked about it, Tim. 16 professional fights, and you win a world title in only your 10th. How special is that for the people that don't know?
You know, that shows you that, you know, you are a special fighter, you know, winning a world championship with 12 professional fights. I mean, we saw a young guy, Teofimo Lopez, you know, last week win the world championship, his 14th professional fight. And then you also have a guy like Shakur Stevenson.
Correct.
And then you have Lomachenko. So the earlier you can get that world championship, that shows everybody how special you are as a fighter.
And speaks to the amateur pedigree that you've had as well. That's got you ready. It doesn't take too long. You don't need 20, you don't need 30 fights before you get ready for a world title.
It's a new way.
Yep.
It's a new wave.
And he's 27 years old, so.
He's right at the start of his prime.
Round 2 scheduled for 12 rounds in the junior flyweight division. The WBC World Championship on the line. Kenshiro Teraji is the champion, making his 7th title defense tonight. What do you want to see here in round 2 from the champ?
Well, from the champ, he's just, right now, he's trying to get his rhythm right now. You see him bouncing back and forth, trying to get his jab established, trying to locate distance. But I have to say one thing. You know, Petalcorin, he's a busy fighter. When he gets his work rate going, he throws between about 81 punches around.
Yeah, triple jab and a left hand right there, Tim.
Yeah, but right now it doesn't seem like he's able to throw 81 punches around right now. You know, the jab and the movement of Teraji is giving him some problems. It's exactly the way you take away a volume puncher.
Petalcorin is definitely the one letting his hands go more, has been first on the majority of these exchanges here, as Teraji tries to establish his job, and again with that left hand to the body for Petalcorin. Triples up on that jab.
Yeah, one of the punches that I'm looking for Teraji is the right hand. The right hand.
He's got a strong right
against
hand.
Against the southpaw. It's a very effective punch.
It's got to come a long way for these guys with short arms, though, and fighting that, you know, an orthodox versus the southpaw to get that right hand.
Well, one of the things you got to realize, Christina, is that once you touch your opponent with the jab, you're in range to throw that power shot. So let it go. And that's what Teraji needs to do to land his right hand.
Teraji trying to establish that jab, Tim, that you mentioned.
And occasionally he's taking a left hand to the body because he's stepping straight back after shooting that jab.
Yeah, Petalcorin's doing a good job when he throws that jab, doubling it up, then following it with a hook there.
Following him out. There's two things that happen when you're fighting against a southpaw and you're an orthodox fighter. First, you got to fight. Look at the lead feet of both guys. They're lined up on the same side, so you're gonna get a lot of, you know,
stepping on that front foot.
Stepping on that front foot. And then also when they throw their power hands, they end up on the same side. So sometimes you'll see a lot of head clashes when a southpaw versus an orthodox fighter.
They battle for that outside foot position with that lead foot. And again, that left hand from Petalcorin lands. It's been his most successful punch of the fight as he turns up the action here at the end of round 2. Petalcorin off to a strong start here the first 2 rounds.
Yes, he is.
Oh, and almost lands that left at the end of the fight, at the end of the round, excuse me. So 2 good rounds so far for the challengers. We take a look at the current junior flyweight champions. That's 108 pounds. You see our principal in the ring tonight, Kenshiro Teraji, up top there at the WBC at 16-0 with 9 knockouts. And Tim, Felix Alvarado, the IBF champ, that's who was originally scheduled to be in this fight tonight and actually beat the challenger, Randy Petalcorin, back in October of 2018. I know he really wants that unification fight, but you know, things happen. Like I said, long illness for Felix Alvarado. Hopefully they can make that fight happen towards next year if he is able to remain victorious tonight and keep that undefeated record at 16-0 as we're looking into the corner of Kenshiro Teraji.
Christina, to get back in this fight, he has to change some things up. You know, Teraji, he's doing the same thing. He's using the jab. He's stepping back 2 steps. Every now and then, stepping back 1 step. And he's getting followed out. But he needs to let some punches go.
Teraji's been consistent with the jab. Or excuse me, Petalcorin's been consistent with the jab. You get the sense that Teraji's just trying to time him. You know, he's trying to get in his rhythm with his feet, and there's the right hand that he finally lets go is what you were calling for, Tim.
Yeah, you were right when you said he's trying to time him. That's exactly what Teraji's trying to do. He's trying to time the rushes of Petalcorin.
Finally lets that left hand go as well. He likes to throw that left hook to the body.
And what I liked from Petalcorin right there was that he got his head off the line to throw that left hand, and that's something that he's probably learned from.
And a good counter right hand from the champ.
Learned from Manny Pacquiao, because that's one of Manny Pacquiao's signature punches. Nice little check hook right there from Petalcorin.
They both throw and land at the same time, but Petalcorin, the aggressor here. Finally, though, the champ Kenshiro has picked up the activity rate in round 3. Still really wide stance, Tim, for the champ as well.
Very wide stance. It's like putting yourself in quicksand.
Right, you're not going to generate a lot of power with your base that wide.
And you're not going to be able to move laterally as quickly with that wide stance. That's why he keeps getting caught with the left hand. Base is way too wide.
And he's almost lunging forward with those punches as he connects the right hand to the body of Petalcorin. His best combination of the fight so far.
You see, Christina, he put them together. 2s and 3s right there instead of one punch at a time.
And strong jab there for the champ as he's feel that he's starting to pick up, and he drops him with the shot to the body.
Good right hand.
As the crowd gets into the fight, can the amazing boy Kenshiro, he drops him again. Petalcorin beats the count. There is no 3 knockdown rule. He's got 24 seconds. Can he escape? Can he stay alive as the champion continues to put on the pressure? Very poised though, Tim, not rushing in.
Oh, he's not. He's just looking for an opportunity to land that body shot.
And there again with the right hand to the body. Petalcorin answers. Teraji again tagging the body right on the belt line. Tim, he's got to be able to get up. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round here, these WBC rules. And he makes it out of the round. Wow. Down 3 times, Tim, in round 3. The body work.
The body work. I mean, if you can't land to the head, you want to land to the body. And that's exactly what Teraji does here. Teraji throws a throwaway jab right there. Nice full extension with the right hand to the body. Like I just got to saying, if you can't hit the head, the body is always there. Nice little shot in the solar plex. There he is, just attacking the body, coming around the guard. A little bit on the belt line right there.
Drops him for the 3rd time in round 3. We talked about Kenshiro being special. He has been a dominating champ as well. Tim, in his last 5 defenses, 4 of them have been by knockout.
By knockout, absolutely. But like I told you in the beginning, I love the body work by this young man. Love the body work.
And he did it to both sides there in round 3 on his way to 3 knockouts of the challenger, Randy Petalcorin. Let's see how Petalcorin has recovered here as we start round 4. Scheduled for 12. Junior flyweight WBC world title on the line. Oh, and a nice combination there landed, and Petalcorin seems to have recovered pretty well as Teraji goes back to the body. This is some really good action here.
Petalcorin is fighting hard right now, trying to bag up Teraji. He doesn't want him to get to his body, so he's trying to let his hands go.
But Teraji back to the body. Tim, this body assault has been vicious here. Petalcorin doing a better job of taking them here in round 4. His offense is his defense for the most part for Petalcorin. Yeah. Exactly. Again to the body. That's a vicious left hand to the body. And I don't know if Petalcorin wants any more.
It's over.
That's it. You called it, Tim.
It's over.
And still, the amazing boy, Kenshiro Teraji, remains undefeated with a 4th round knockout of Randy Razor Petalcorin. After that 2nd round, Tim, it was really him getting into that rhythm and being able to find that work to the body that really broke down Petalcorin early.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. You know, we as fighters, once you find that key and they can't stop you from doing it, I mean, it pushes you, you know, during the fight, and that's exactly what it did for Teraji. Teraji just stepped up the intensity and was just digging down to the body. He hurt him, dropped him several times, and finished the fight like a champion's supposed to.
And I really hope we get a chance to see him in a unification bout next, because I think that he is the best of the best when it comes to the division.
He's impressive.
He is. Let's go to Jimmy Lennon Jr. now to make this one official. Take it away, Jimmy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute 8 seconds in round number 4. Our referee in charge, Frank Garza, stops the contest. He's the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still undefeated.